It was a beautiful afternoon in the city. The sun was shining, birds were chirping, and the streets were bustling with people going about their daily routines. Emma, a young woman in her late 20s, had just finished her shift at the bookstore where she worked. She loved her job, surrounded by books and the scent of freshly brewed coffee from the small cafe inside the store. As she walked down the busy street, she enjoyed the warm breeze and the lively atmosphere of the city. As Emma strolled along the sidewalk, something caught her eye. Lying on the ground near a bench was a black leather wallet. She glanced around, looking for someone who might have dropped it, but the crowd was moving too fast. No one seemed to notice the wallet on the pavement. Emma hesitated for a moment, then bent down and picked it up. Curious, she opened the wallet and found a few bills, some credit cards, and an identification card. The name on the ID read James Carter. There was also a small photo tucked inside a clear plastic sleeve. It showed a man in his mid-30s with kind eyes and a friendly smile. Emma felt a sense of responsibility. Someone must be looking for this wallet, and she wanted to do the right thing. She considered her options. She could turn it into the nearest police station, but it was a bit far from where she was. Another idea crossed her mind. Maybe she could contact the owner directly. She looked around again, hoping to see someone searching the ground, but the busy street offered no clues. With a sigh, Emma decided to go home first and think about how to return the wallet. She tucked it safely into her bag and continued walking. When she reached her small apartment, she placed the wallet on her kitchen table and sat down. She took out her phone and searched for the name James Carter. Several results appeared, but none seemed to match the face on the ID card. Then, an idea struck her. She checked inside the wallet again and found a business card. It had a phone number and an address printed on it. James Carter, Lincoln High School, English Department. A teacher, Emma murmured to herself. She smiled, thinking about how teachers always taught students about honesty. Now, she had a chance to practice what they preached. The next morning, Emma decided to visit Lincoln High School. She took a bus across town and arrived at the school just as students were filing into their classrooms. She approached the front office and spoke to the receptionist. "Good morning. I found this wallet yesterday, and it belongs to a James Carter. I believe he works here," she explained, holding up the wallet. The receptionist smiled warmly. "Oh, Mr. Carter is one of our best teachers. I'm sure he's been worried about his wallet. Let me call him for you." A few moments later, a tall man with light brown hair and warm eyes appeared in the hallway. He looked around, then spotted the wallet in Emma's hands. Relief washed over his face. "That's mine," he said, stepping forward. "I didn't even realize I had lost it until this morning. Thank you so much." Emma handed it over with a smile. "I found it on the sidewalk yesterday and wanted to make sure it got back to you." James checked inside, making sure everything was there. He looked up at Emma, his expression full of gratitude. "This means a lot to me. I had some important things in here. I really appreciate your honesty." Emma shrugged modestly. "I just did what anyone should do." James chuckled. "You'd be surprised. Not everyone would go out of their way to return a lost wallet. Please, let me buy you a coffee as a thank you." Emma hesitated for a moment, then nodded. "That sounds nice." They walked to a nearby cafe and found a cozy table by the window. Over coffee, they talked about their lives. Emma shared her love for books and her job at the bookstore. James spoke about his passion for teaching and how he tried to make English lessons enjoyable for his students. As they chatted, Emma realized how easy it was to talk to James. He had a calming presence, and his enthusiasm for teaching was inspiring. She admired his dedication to his students and his positive outlook on life. When they finished their coffee, James looked at Emma thoughtfully. "You know, I always tell my students that small acts of kindness can make a big difference. Today, you proved that. Thank you again." Emma smiled. "It was my pleasure, and I had a great conversation too." James nodded. "Likewise, maybe we could do this again sometime." Emma hesitated for only a second before agreeing. "I'd like that." As they left the cafe, Emma felt a warm sense of happiness. She had done the right thing by returning the wallet, and in the process, she had made a new friend. It was a reminder that sometimes small acts of honesty and kindness could lead to unexpected and wonderful connections. From that day on, Emma and James remained good friends, proving that even the simplest moments could bring people together in the most unexpected ways.